Hey everyone, I'm finally back for another tutorial. We're making an adorable Totoro reusable bag. I've actually just recently watched My Neighbor Totoro just a couple years ago. Why I waited so long, I do not know, but it is an adorable movie and he is such a great character. Since Totoro is such an iconic character and easily recognizable, I've decided to make him today. So if you're ready, then let's get started. We're going to start with our gray cotton fabric and we're going to cut out all of our pieces. So we're first going to cut out an 18 by 13 inch rectangle. You want 2 of those. You're going to do 2 pieces of an 18 by 8 inch rectangle. 2 pieces of 14 by 4 inch rectangle for your handles. And you're going to cut out the same pieces in your black nylon fabric. Then we're going to do one 13 by 8 inch rectangle in both the gray and the black nylon. You're going to grab your brown paper bag and we're going to sketch out our Totoro face pattern. So I used a regular large paper bag size. I'm doing this in pencil and I'm just kind of eyeing out the face looking at an image from Google. So just do your best. Once I was happy with what I had, I outlined it in Sharpie. This will help to see your pattern just a little better. And then you're just going to cut that out. For the eye and the whisker, I just picked the one that I liked best. You're going to line out the belly piece on your white felt square. Make sure that you leave a 3/8 inch seam allowance on the bottom. Go ahead and cut that out. You're also going to cut out 2 eyes. And then you're going to grab your black felt square and you're going to cut out the whiskers and the nose. Then I went and I cut out the center pupil of the eye and I cut that out in black as well, and you want 2 of those. And then I just kind of eyed the smaller pupil in the white and I cut out 2 of those as well. You're going to grab one of your 18 by 13 inch pieces and we're going to hot glue down our pieces. So you should have something that looks like this. Then we're going to grab the belly piece. We're going to mark out the little triangle pieces on his belly. So you're going to need a larger one and a medium sized one. Go ahead and grab a small piece of your gray fabric and you're going to sketch out 3 of the large triangles and 4 of the small triangles. We're going to grab some heat and bond. Cut out a piece the size of your sketch. You want the bumpy side to go down to be against the back of your sketch piece. Follow the instructions for ironing it down and then you can cut out your triangles. You're going to peel off the paper from the back of your triangles. And if you've done it right, you should have an adhesive layer on the back of your triangles left. Go ahead and line these out onto his belly with the 3 large on top and the 4 small on the bottom. And then we're going to iron this down to stick it to the belly. Lastly, I'm just going to go over each piece and sew it down just to reinforce and make sure it stays on. So we're going to start attaching our panels. We're going to start with an 18 by 8 inch side panel, and we're going to line that up with one side of the large rectangle, making sure that your face is up. And then we're going to add the other side as well. Go ahead and sew this with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Then we're going to take our back large 18 by 13 inch rectangle. We're going to line the side panel and the back panel up together. And do the same on the other side. Go ahead and sew this with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. You're going to grab the bottom 13 by 8 inch piece, and we're going to line up the inside with the edge. Do the same on the back. And then I'm going to use a seam ripper, and I'm just going to take out the first or second stitch, just so that I have enough to fold over so I can line up the outside edges. And we're going to pin that down. Go ahead and sew with the 3/8 inch seam allowance. So you should have something like this. You're going to do the same exact thing with your black nylon fabric. Next, we're going to take our two 14 by 4 inch handle pieces, and we're going to add a little bit of interfacing. Go ahead and iron on the interfacing, and this is just going to help your handles keep its shape a little better. You're going to fold your handle in half lengthwise, and we're going to sew that down with our 3/8 inch seam allowance. And then you're just going to sew one end very close to the edge. This is just to help you flip it inside out. Go ahead and iron these so they're nice and neat. Then you're going to fold the sides down. I kind of eyeballed this as well, but I tried to make it as even as I could. You want to do the same thing with the other handle, making sure that they're as even as possible. You're going to grab your two bag pieces, and we're going to flip your gray Totoro inside out, so that way the front is on the outside. You're going to slide this into your lining that is still inside out. Line up the sides and pin those down. We're going to add the handle, flip the handle upside down, and you're going to slide it in so that the end pieces are sticking out. I made sure that the end pieces stuck out just a little bit, just so it had a little more fabric to grip. Pin down the handle pieces first, making sure you get all 3 layers. On your second side, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go ahead and sew your 3/8 inch seam allowance around the top edge, but make sure that you leave an opening between the inside of the handle. I made sure to backstitch over each handle so it had a little bit more reinforcement. We're going to go ahead and flip our bag inside out, I start with the gray fabric first since it's a little thinner and it'll help pull through your lining. Go ahead and tuck your lining into the bag. For the opening, you're going to fold over the edges and you're going to sew all the way around the top, as close to the edge as you can. And you're done. This is a quick project that you can definitely do in less than a day. I really hope this was helpful, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!